Today we're going to be doing a tutorial on the brand new Rust Underwater Labs. Everything that you need for it, what's down there, what to expect, the loot that you're going to come out with, and how to get down there safely. Alright, first we're going to have to get something to be able to actually go down there. I'd recommend probably a scuba diving tank. Now you can find scuba diving tanks typically in crates or red tool crates, or you can go to this guy over here. Now this is obviously a modded server, so it's going to have a different player, but you click on it and you can buy one for 35 scrap. Next you're going to have to get out to Underwater Labs. As you can see, there are about 6 of them currently per map, each with varying, well, levels of depth and difficulty. For the sake of the video, we're just going to go to the closest one. That would probably be a good time to say what you're going to need. Now, I'd recommend having a bit more than this, but if you're a little bit more skilled and not a newer player, you could probably do it with a crossbow in some sort of close range. An Yoka would probably work, but it's just a bit more risky. If you want to, you can use a bow, or you can use a gun. I'd probably use a gun if you have one, because currently there's a lot of players down there with them being new and all. You'd be at a huge advantage if you had some sort of gun. Definitely bring enough meds to get yourself in there, and something to farm the scientists down there from Warcloth. Alright, so we're coming up to the Underwater Labs here. You're going to want to park right above one of these submarine icons. Now if you don't see it, don't worry, you can just go and press 1, 2, 3, or 4 until you see a submarine icon. You're going to want to put your scuba tank on. Just go for a swim. Alright, so you're going to want to go until you find a nice little ring of lights like this. This is one of the moon pools. You're going to swim up, and now you're in the depth of it. So you're going to come up into a moon pool and instantly be greeted with this room. Often there's a loot spawn. Now, the boxes down here look completely different than anything you've ever seen before, and they also give, well, pretty good loot. This is probably one of the worst boxes you could get down here. Now, there's not going to be any direct guide for this, because it's completely procedural, meaning each lab is completely different from the others. Now, be careful when climbing ladders, because there could be scientists anywhere. Looks like I killed this one. And about the same loot spawns as well. Now, this is one of the module rooms, so there's gonna be rooms just like all the others, they're just placed differently. So, here's a loot box. Pretty good loot for that one. Now, each of these keycard rooms would normally be shut, but it looks like on this server they're automatically open. That doesn't matter though, I'm still gonna tell you how to do them all. So these green card rooms typically don't have like much loot, a little bit of food maybe. The main important thing in them is the toilets. They give you 100% comfort when sitting on them. So if you need to regen some health and you have a little bit of food to spare, just go ahead and sit on this. Typically, well, you will have food to spare. Each of the green card rooms are pretty much the exact same. And the blue card rooms typically have a bit better loot. You'll see one of these that you can actually talk over. It announces it to the entire thing. Now, this doesn't require anything turned on. You can just flip the blue card and come on in. You'll see we got a crate up here. And just look around for any more loot. Main thing is the audio though. Now we can climb up a whole nother story here. And we're gonna climb back down actually. Ah! It's a joke. Now if you find one of these rooms, there's actually a CCTV station that you can go into. I'd shut the door behind you. And a variety of cameras stretching typically the entire length of the labs. Now you're going to want to run around killing all the scientists and looking for the variety of boxes that I've mentioned so far. The big yellow ones, small blue ones, and then there's even little pallets of just loot. Your green key card and swipe them. Here's one of the pallets of loot that I was talking about before. This one looks like an ammo box. You can tell what's going to be in it based on what's on it. So typically you'll find CCTV cameras and targeting computers on top, and so that's exactly what you're going to get. The rockets doesn't mean you're going to get rockets, it just signifies that it's an ammo box. And over here, you'll see one of the puzzles. There's a blue card here that you're going to have to swipe. Activate that, and it should activate one of the doors around here. Now, each puzzle is typically different, so you're not going to have an exact area that you have to go to. You kind of just have to search around until you find a closed door that you think might belong to the green key card. I mean, the blue key card. As you can see, currently the loot respawns extraordinarily fast on here, but I expect that to be nerfed. On a live vanilla server, I typically get about 600 scrap per time that I come down here, and well, it basically takes no time at all to loot it all. Alright, we're going to continue going up. Looks like I've searched this entire floor. And we've got a scientist right off the bat there. Now you can find med crates on here that look just like those pallets I showed you earlier, just with meds in them. Or you can just farm the scientist. That's why we brought this. Okay, they can open doors. Yep, so that's another thing. Typically, to loot every single green card room, you're gonna need like 3 green key cards. So make sure you come prepared, although it's not really worth it wasting a green key card. You'll see another bit of loot that you can grab here. This is one of the low grade barrels that they added. Low grade crates, sorry, not barrels. My textures are a bit messed up down here, so don't worry about them. The different puzzles obviously supply different levels of loot, so here's a nice loot room that we can get a lot of crates from. There's a CCTV camera one, so you're going to get a little bit higher quality of loot from that. And looks like we got everything. Now, it seems that there is no red keycard room on this. I'm going to go find another one so I can show you how to do it. Now, I recommend being careful because some rooms do actually have rads. This room being one of them, and then there's radioactive barrels everywhere that will typically also have rads. Now, I do expect the loot spawns on here to be nerfed quite substantially, just because of how overpowered they are currently. Like I said, I was just playing wipe, like probably yesterday, and we were getting 600 scrap per doing this. The high quality is also pretty overpowered. We typically get well over 100 after recycling. I can't find one of the red keycard rooms on this lab, so I'm just going to show you an actual clip from my wipe yesterday of me looting one. Oh, this is red card room right here, Sus.
Okay, I don't have the red card.
I thought you... I'm just kidding, I have it. Okay, actually, I think... So we swipe this, and then we activate that, and then we get in!
Got moved!
What's all in here? Is it just one? Oh, 2?
Ooh, double armor door.
Oh, nice. Alright, was that worth the red key card? Probably not, but...
Hey guys, look at me.
Oh, we got 5-6.
Dark.
Yeah,
this
I
is
got
like
five,
the best
Guys,
for
on me, I'm pretty sure.
taking-
Alright, sorry if this video felt rushed. It was. If you want a more in-depth guide, when more information comes around, I will happily do one of those. This is kind of just everything that I'm aware of and I've experienced first. So, if I missed a few things, that's on me. I mean, I did say that at the very beginning I could miss some things. All this information is obviously going to be changed in the future, can and will be. I'm sure there's going to be less loot spawns, they're going to be significantly nerfed, maybe more scientists or less, and maybe less underwater labs in general. They might even add sharks around the underwater labs to stop people from swimming in, so you actually have to have a submarine to get in. That'd be a pretty good entry fee. Who knows what's gonna happen. Alright, if you want a tutorial on how to drive the submarine or how to fish, any of the new update stuff or old update stuff, just let me know in the comments. And yeah, thank you.